Hi guys. So I have a topic that I would like to discuss that I've never quite talked about publicly with anybody. I have discussed it a little bit with Jacob, but that's just because I trust him, and I think that it's just time that this video happens just because I've dealt with a lot of confusion from people over the past few years, really my entire life actually. I want to talk about my identity and just the story of that. So you guys know I came out as transgender about a year and a half ago, and that was a really hard time for me, and it caused me a lot of pain most of my life, and I'm thankful that I did come out, but I don't think that what I labeled myself as was correct, simply because I hate labels, and I'm just gonna explain it in this video. I don't have an identity. I don't look at myself and I see a girl. I don't look at myself and I see a boy. I never have, if I'm being truthful. I have always really liked boy things. I've always really liked girl things. There's just been no in between. And I don't have a label for myself. I never have. I can't consider myself gender fluid simply because I don't look in the mirror one day and I see, oh, that's Timmy, I should wear boy clothes. Oh, that's Sarah, I should wear girl clothes. I don't. And I think that's where things kind of get complicated is maybe when I came out it wasn't necessarily me voicing 100% what I meant. And I just want to clear up the misunderstandings and the confusion because I've dealt with a lot of ignorance since I came out and a lot of people who just don't understand and don't want to understand. And I've dealt with a lot of people mislabeling me, and that kind of begins with my family, unfortunately. And that's causing a lot of pain that people assume that they know me better than I know myself, and that's completely wrong. I don't have an identity. And people have, when I came out, people asked me, they're just like, do you have a sexual preference? Like, do you like boys? Do you like girls? And it's just like, I don't care. I think that's kind of disrespectful to assume that who I like or don't like goes along with how I identify as a person. I'm a human, and I'm going to be very honest, I don't have sexual attraction for people. I never have. There have only ever been 2 people that I've slightly been sexually attracted to, and because I didn't have an emotional bond with them and didn't know them, it faded very quickly. Obviously, you guys know about how I feel about Niall, and a lot of you don't understand that, and that's okay. That's not for you to understand, that's for me to understand. But I don't look at him and have a sexual attraction. I see someone I want to spend the rest of my life with and have a family with, obviously, but I don't look at him and I'm like, that's a boy, that's who I want to be intimate with. I've never had that attraction for him, and it's been almost 4.5 years that I've loved him. I don't have a sexual attraction to anyone in general. No boys, no girls. So it's not like, I'm Sarah, I'm a female, I identify, as a girl, and I'm attracted to girls. I'm not a lesbian. Not Timmy. I like boys. I'm not gay. I don't have that same attraction like other people do. And I've always kind of considered myself a little bit more asexual. But it's not like that I don't ever want to do that with anybody. It's just I have to have an emotional bond, which definition, demisexual is the closest I'm ever going to get. But again, I hate labels. I've always hated labels. I think that they're stupid. A human is a human. I'm going to love whoever I, love, and they're going to love me back. And they shouldn't love me based on my anatomy. They shouldn't love me based on how I look. No one should do that. Regardless of, if it's someone I marry, someone I become friends with, someone in my family, I should be loved for what's on the inside. My heart and soul is what should matter. And a lot of people are very ignorant. I don't like to say stupid because I don't think that people are stupid. I think that they are critical about things that they don't understand. And I've taken a lot of backlash. There have been certain people in my life, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to slam anybody, who have been like, you're not living your life the way that you should. You're not being honest with yourself. And, you're not doing what's right for you. You have no idea what's right for me. Not even my best friend, who has, been through the worst, who knows the darkest secrets of mine. Not even he knows what's best for me. The only person who knows what's best for me is me. And the fact that people try and kind of like step on that they try and pretend like they know better than I do and that they know exactly what's best for me. You don't. Nobody does. Not even my mother does. Like, that's a fact. The only person who knows what's best for me is me. And I'm always going to follow my heart. And I'm sorry if I've ever seemed rude to some people. And I know that people probably were confused when I changed my name back to Sarah. First of all, I did that really because it was easier with my family. Because my family was not understanding and they weren't accepting. And it caused a lot of problems, especially with my mom. I mean, things are a lot better now, obviously. I mean, I moved out. I'm living at my best friend's house. And that was something that he decided was safest for me. And he, was right. But my identity has caused a lot of problems. It's caused problems with even really good friends of mine who simply don't understand, and they don't bully me around, but they don't let me be myself. They have this image of what they think I should be and what, I'm destined to be, and they mold me into what they want, and that's not who I am. I'm not capable of being molded. I'm my own person. I'm not really Sarah, and I'm not really Timmy. I'm not really a girl. I'm not really a boy. I don't like boys. I don't like girls. I'm a human. We're all human. And I love another human. I don't look at Niall and I'm like, I love him because he's a boy. I don't look at him and see, someone attractive. I see the person I'm destined to be with. And I love him for who he is as a person on the inside. Just like I love Jake because he's who he is on the inside, not because he's a boy. Like, I don't work the same way that other humans do. I don't really have that attraction to other people physically. I don't really have that part of me that's like, you're Sarah, you're a girl. When I was Timmy, I didn't look in the mirror and I didn't really see a boy. I saw a human. And obviously you guys have been with me on that journey since I came out, and I've changed a lot. A lot of people were just like, oh, you're wearing makeup. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, people got really upset. And people got really upset when I started wearing dresses. Regardless of how I identify, I love makeup. I watch makeup tutorials all the time. Some of my favorite YouTubers do that sort of stuff. I love dresses. I love fashion. Like, regardless of how I identify, boys can wear dresses and makeup. A lot of them do. Regardless of if they're gay or straight. The labels thing is what really bothers me. The fact that people think that that's what is needed. That you need to just stamp a label onto someone, and you shouldn't do that. I mean, don't label me. Like, the only time that you really should label a person is like, this is like my friend, or like this is my spouse, You shouldn't really label someone. Like, who cares? We're all human, and that's the basic thing that bonds us together. I feel the same way about like skin color. Like, I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. If you have a good heart and a good soul and, you're intelligent and stuff, who cares what you look like on the outside? Like, you're a good person on the inside and you're a good person on the outside. That's the way that I feel about everybody. If you have an ugly heart and soul, the rest of you is ugly, and it doesn't matter how you look. That's I think what everyone should do. And I'm not like trying to force things down your throat, and I'm not trying to, tell you what is right or wrong. But I think that people should be more open-minded. And I wish that more people saw things like I do. Because it would make the world a little more loving. That I look at all kinds of people and I love and accept even the worst in people. And I really wish that people were capable of opening their hearts and their minds instead of, this person is, this because they're this. Like, who cares if I identify as a boy or a girl? That's not why you should be friends with me. That's not why you should want to be in a relationship with me. That's not why, we're family, whatever. You should love me for what I am on the inside, not what I am on the outside. Because that won't last long, I just thought that this video, I should make it. It's been something in the making for a very long time, but I've never been comfortable talking about it because it's not anyone's business other than my own. And the few people that I've told, which isn't much, outside of like my best friend and, you know, maybe my mom, because it's not something that you should talk about, really. I think that, you know, your sexual attraction to other people should be your business. Like, how you identify should be your business. And if people want to try and, like, mess with that and want to try and, you know, say you're wrong, you know, you're stupid, don't listen to them. You do what's best for you. Like, you identify however the hell you want. It's your life, and you're a human. And if they can't accept you as the beautiful human that you are, then whatever. They don't deserve to be in your life. So, that's all that I really wanted to say. I just wanted to discuss, you know, my identity and, like, who I am. There's not really a set label. It's not because I don't know who I am. It's just, I'm a human, and I don't see things the way that other people do. So yeah. Sorry that this video is kind of long, but it's something I think I've needed to talk about for a really long time, maybe to, like, open other people's minds and help people who are struggling, because I know what it feels like. And I think that that's why it doesn't matter how I identify, is because I just want to be loved for what's on the inside. I don't want you to look at me and be like, that's a girl. That's why I like her. That's a boy. Like, if you care about me because of my anatomy, you don't get to know, you know, my heart and soul and mind. You don't deserve to. My best friend looks at me and has supported me through literally everything. He has seen me at the best and worst. And he's never once judged me. He's always been supportive of who I am, like, regardless of what that identity is. Because he loves me on the inside. And I think everyone should do that. So, that was my video. Sorry that it was long. But I hope this helps people, because I know how big of a struggle it is to not accept yourself. And when other people don't accept you, it makes things even harder. And I've struggled myself with self-love for a very long time, for very good reasons that I'm probably never going to talk about publicly. But I hope that I helped someone out there, because this is a tough topic and a lot of people just don't understand, and they're not loving and accepting. The world needs more of that. Especially, you know, with this presidential debate coming up. You know, that's a good example. We should love each other, you know, because we're all human. We all deserve love, and we all deserve to be accepted and supported. So, try and remember that. Try and love and accept other people for who they are, not what they are. So, I love you guys. More info about my book will be coming very soon. I'm really excited for that, but that's another video for another day. Alright, love you guys. Bye.